Good morning. Pretty good. I think we only lost one person. Inhale, exhale. And you can take 2 breaths in. I'm going to go closer. 2 breaths in. Oh, here's our 13th. We're 100%. And again, final time. Okay, and just check your stance and just register at the end of class. Tell her that. Otherwise, I'll get up. What for? Feet parallel, knees slightly bent, tailbone tucked, shoulders down, head pulled up as if by a string. Just even taking that imaginary string and pulling it kind of helps. And don't forget the quail's eggs in your armpits. It's just very gentle. You're not standing like this. You're just kind of gently allowing the chi to flow also in your armpits. Let's take another breath like this. Love the this. Okay. Moving from your core, pulling up the energy from your feet. We didn't really talk about feet this time, but if you can't, it's lovely doing Qigong barefoot if your feet can tolerate the cold. Mine can't. Otherwise, try to wear shoes that are not too high, kind of flexible. When you're at home, you can try doing it barefoot or in socks. See how that feels. Try out different. Get up. Open the shoulders. Down. Slowly down. And the water circles, waves in the water. And other direction. Down. One hand over the other. Smile inside. Smile on the outside. And Start circling. Other direction. Forward, back to your toes, back to your heels. Put 2 feet together. Circle. Wide stance. And from the hips, we're going to go forward. Exhale. Inhale. Other direction. Close together. From the waist. Inhale. Other direction. Hands up to the chest and inhale, ear to the shoulder. Exhale, ear to the other shoulder. Keep your shoulders down. Okay, don't pick them up. Keep them down. Get that nice stretch. That'll be tonight's entertainment. They generally come about now. Morning. Back and forth. Oh yeah. A lot of costumes. Other direction. Back and forth. And if you're up to it, full rotation in each direction. And shoulders. There's nothing holy about this warm up. It just starts from the bottom to the top, goes through a lot of the different limbs and body parts. But if there's something you feel like we missed, feel free to add. And if you forget one of them, no worries. I regularly forget something. So inhale, and all these great photographs are just passing me by. Got to take a picture with my mind's eye. Okay, and let's work our way down and up, down, and up, down, and up. And if you go in the wrong direction, it's okay. Some people do it in the other direction. This is the way I was taught. It has something to do with the way the meridians flow and yin and yang, but it's a little bit beyond me. So sometimes I do what I'm told. Kidneys. And down on the outside, up on the inside, down, up, down, and up. And let's bounce, shake, whatever it is you like to do. Get it all out. Tension, worry, old chi. And you're ready, stop. Feel the beautiful chi. And let's stand on one foot before we move to our faces. So find an even spot. You can hold on to a chair if you need to. You can add your hands if you wish. If it's too much, don't. In yoga, they always tell you to focus on one spot. And I think that helps balance. There's a lot of balances in our heads. And that's why if you have trouble, even just putting one finger, put one finger, try it with one finger. Try with one finger. No, one finger on the chair. One finger on the chair. And you'll see that you really don't need to hang on for dear life. Sometimes just one finger helps. Just try it if you're feeling unsteady. But a whole hand is good too. And two hands is fine also. This is the one time I tell people they have to get out of their chair. The rest of Qigong you can do sitting. But to stand on one foot, you got to get up. Okay. Let's warm up the chi. And give ourselves a nice bath. Or you can think about it as facial or faceless, whatever works. Temples. It's good to sigh. I notice myself sighing a lot lately. You can press on your third eye and press the bridge of your nose, circle, then around the orbit of your eyes. Nose, under the nose, sides of the mouth, under, behind the ears, and massage your ears. Comb the hair or tap. Place your hands on the back of your head. Take your thumbs under the bony ridge. See if you can find some nice spots there. We didn't massage our necks, so let's do that. And hands over your ears for the heavenly drum. And big hug. Oh, there they are. The backup singers, maybe the star. What group is it? Rain. How many members are there in this group? They had two enormous trucks. Interesting. They always come during our class. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So let's gather the chi, the mystic chi, a lot of chi in the mist. Two buses. It's a big group. One hand over the other. Breaths. And let us in. Let's check. Okay. Let's do one more. What we did the other day, we did the cloud hands. Let's do that again. So misty and cloudy. It seems like the right thing to do. So remember, the top hand is facing you, top hand, and you're pulling. Just imagine that you're pulling something across. Don't even pay attention to the bottom. And you get to the side. The other hand floats up. what you want to do is pulling across your body, pulling, top hand is pulling the strands of silk, pulling them, and then just brief, whatever feels good. Breathing that feels nice, speed feels right for you. It can be fast or slow. And gather again. And down. Got it. And over the other. Breaths. And imagine that golden ball of chi, life force energy, in your lower abdomen, just a couple of centimeters below your belly button, a couple centimeters in, right in the middle of your body. And when you breathe into the ball of chi, you'll notice that you're breathing in all directions, not just your belly moves up, but your sides, your back. Maybe imperceptible, but you can feel it from the inside. And into the 5 element practice. First one, metal, inhale, exhale. Let the breath lead the movement. So your hands are floating up and floating back. Two more times. And stand the white sheet of the metal element, which is connected to fall and the emotion of sadness, transforming into inspiration. Okay. That one actually makes a lot of sense to me. The sadness, because usually, you cry, you sob from your lungs and your chest. Very often it's heaviness. And inspiration comes from the word air. So I don't know, it makes a lot of sense to me. Next one, water. There's winter. makes a lot of sense if you live in Israel, because that's when it rains. Doesn't rain in the summer. Inhale. Exhale. You might notice a slight rock back. You don't have to do it on purpose. It just sort of happens automatically. And again, remember that what you want to try to do is synchronize the movement with the breath. So inhale as the hands float up. Exhale. If for some reason it's not working for you, let it go and just breathe. Take slow breaths. One more time. And we'll stand with the blue chi of the water element related to the kidney, connected to the kidney and bladder meridians. And we move into wood. If you need to take a wider stance, do so. Hands on your inner knees. And on the inhale, let our hands float up and go back as far as feels good to us today. And twist and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And again. Last time. And stand with the green chi on our right sides. I'm checking everybody. Right side, right, right. Liver. Connected to the liver meridian. The dominant emotion is anger, which transforms to generosity. I like that transformation, something very unique about it. Think about it as generosity of spirit. And fire. Inhale. Press down and bring up the hands. Hold them right over your heart center, right in the middle. And fire is summer. Doesn't feel so fiery right now. But we will have our moments. One more time. Bringing up the chi. Compressing it and then Beautiful. And red chi opposite our hearts. You can imagine your heart opening, sense it, feel the red chi. And earth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back to the spleen and the stomach. Doubt or anxiety transform into a feeling of security and grounding. Last time. And let's stand with the ground chi of the earth element, feeling our roots going all the way to the center of the earth. Down, down, down. And we gather the chi. One hand over the other. Okay. And finally, we get to Badwan Jin. I mentioned to a few people who got here early that what I'm thinking of doing is doing a 100. I think I told you all already too. I'll mention it again. Think about whether you want to join the challenge, the Badwan Jin challenge. We'll start it in a week, maybe two, see how long it takes for me to get my act together. And I think it'll be a good way to consolidate this, to kind of, by the end of the 100 days, you're going to know it by heart. That's one thing I can promise you. And, it's kind of nice to do something like that. And it's nice to do it as a group. So I invite anybody. Yeah, I will notify you. So we will think about it. Anyways, before we get started, any questions about Badwan Jin? Was there any movement that you really wanted to review before we do the whole thing? Yeah. No silly questions. You know that. Say it again? No, 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 no. It absolutely doesn't have to be a morning practice. As a matter of fact, the real Qigong practitioners, they practice it. They say that the auspicious time, they're Chinese, so there are auspicious times are around 6 in the morning and 6 in the evening. I don't know that 6 in the evening is better, but no, you can do it anytime. Some people, perhaps very sensitive people, find that if they do Qigong too late, it keeps them up. So you should just be aware of that. But then there are things that you can do to kind of bring it down. So that kind of movement of bringing the chi down away from your head and down to your feet is probably good for sleeping. Okay. So you can do it morning, afternoon, evening. I don't care when you do it. Just find some time to do it. Yeah. I don't think it matters. Just put it in your day somewhere. Any other questions about specific movements that we did in Badwanjin that you feel like you must review or you'd like to definitely review? Because we're going to do them all now. We're going to do the entire series. And I think what we'll do is we'll do each movement maybe 4 or 5 times so that we'll get it imprinted and we have the time to do that. Yeah. Sure. Okay, so the last 2 just quickly are gathering the chi, bringing it to your hip bones, and getting rid of whatever you want to get rid of. Okay, and you're going to do that to each side. So let's do it one more time to the other side. Inhale and okay. And the final movement, which is, it's only tricky because it has 4 parts to it. So you might find yourself getting a little confused. It took me a while to kind of remember it. And even now, sometimes I have trouble starting it. I don't. So it starts with inhale, exhale, hands float up. That part I always remember. And once I'm here, I'm pretty good. Then inhale on your tippy toes, exhale, gather the chi. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, exhale, exhale, down, and 4. This is 4. That's the ending. Okay. And it's the ending of the 5 elements too. So in a way, that's nice. It's the ending. Okay. So any other questions, requests, Badwanjin? Okay. And again, if you want to look it up on YouTube, you will find a million different ways to do it. And you're going to say, she didn't teach us that. I'm warning you ahead of time. There are so many different variations on Badwanjin. But if you look carefully, you may be able to find why they call that number 1 or why they call that number 3. You might be able to. I don't promise that it works all the time, but sometimes you can say, a little similar, or I see something. And it doesn't mean that my way is right or wrong, or their way is right or wrong. This is the way I was taught, and I like it. So here we go. Badwanjin. We're starting with number 1, lacing our hands, pushing the heavens. Exhale. Exhale, nice stretch. Inhale and long exhale. And let's do the next few silently. I may give an occasional inhale or exhale. See if we can remember it. Number 2, the archer. We're going to gather the chi, pull our bow, send our arrows, and set our intentions. And open, exhale. Gather the chi. Point your arrows, set your intentions, pull your bow back nice so you feel it even in your armpit. And exhale. And now we're going to do a few more times in each direction. And number 3, we have our ball of chi right in the middle. We're going to rotate it and inhale as our hands go up. Bottom hand faces down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Beautiful. Now, last time. Okay. Number 4. Inhale. Push. And you pull everything up. And exhale. Turn your head. Pull everything in and up. Exhale. And number 5. Turn our feet out. Heels. Hands on our inner knees. Bending over. Inhale, round your back. Exhale, twist through the picture frame. Inhale. Feet back together, parallel. Inhale, slowly. Getting ready for number 6. Number 6, hands all the way up, stretching to reach the sky on our tippy toes. Bang your heels on the exhale. Let your hands pull you forward. Down there, make sure your knees are bent and relax your neck. And then you can hang out or sweep the floor and you're an elephant, whatever you like. Check your neck again. And on the inhale, come back up slowly. I think this one we'll just do 3 times. That's probably enough. Okay. Number 7. Gather the chi. Today's a good day. We're going to get rid of everything that we put in storage for a long time. 5 times. Do it like you mean it. Stand tall like a warrior. Big young. I lost count, but if you feel like you need to do another one, go. And number 8. Inhale. Exhale, let your hands float up on the exhale. And inhale, you're pushing down. Last time. And we're going to gather chi down. Gather. Let's do 2 more times. And imagine all of the blessings of the world just showering down upon yourselves. One hand over the other on our lower dantian. And at this very moment, you can imagine or actually feel the chi reaching every single cell in our body, bringing healing, vitality, bringing joy and hope. And let's finish with our balancing exercise. Lining up 3 treasures. Reminding ourselves that we have a mind, a body, a soul. And right now they're in perfect alignment. And thank you very much. You've been a wonderful class. It's been a pleasure teaching you. And stay in touch. You've got my email. I answer all questions, almost. And really use me as